It's the American dream. Go to school, get a job, buy a house, buy a car, get married, have a couple kids, maybe a dog, live your life, be a good person. But what is that really teaching us? The society we live in is individualistic, independence. We have that day's coming up, 4th of July, Independence Day. We celebrate independence. When we make 18, we take that badge of honor of leaving our parents' house, becoming an independent member of society. Is that teaching us to live in a kingdom? What's the goal? Are we spiritual? Do we still carry that Christian value that America was founded on? Do we believe that when we get to that, when it comes that time and we cross over to that realm, are we going into another society or kingdom that has an individualistic setting? Do we know what a kingdom is? The world teaches us the things I just said. It's in the music. Independent women, Independent. Everything is independent, independent, independent. But if you actually look at how a kingdom works and operates, words like welfare, commonwealth, economy, those things, well, not economy, but economical, those things have a sound of like poor, being poor. That's for the poor folks that have to depend on the government, not realizing that a kingdom is a commonwealth. The well, everything belongs to the king. You don't own anything if you're inside of a kingdom. So is the world really preparing us to become part of the kingdom of heaven? Is that the goal of people in the world? Sadly, it seems that more people have departed from the faith and don't really believe in an afterlife at all. But that's another story for another day. I'm Talton Jet. Welcome. So I bought one of those the little retro HDMI. So this one was like a HDMI and I plugged it in. I had the little Nintendo one and stuff like that, but this one was different. It had like a lot more games. It had Atari, it had Game Boy, Sega, PlayStation One, all Super Nintendo, all the games. So I'm going through it and it's just nostalgic. I'm like, oh, these are all the video games I grew up with. So I started playing them, and it hit me that I started to realize that these games were hard. Like, compared to games nowadays where you can save, you can start over, you can respawn, you had to be perfect back in the day. Like, you might have had 1, 2, 3 lives in a video game, and if you lost, that was it. It was tough to beat a game back in the day. Is it just me, or are retro video games harder back than today's games? Because, like I said, you had to be perfect, damn near perfect, to defeat and end a retro video game. There's still some video games I have not even ended, and I still probably can't because I've lost the skill now. All right, so how old were you when you realized? So let me go ahead and get my screen up. So popular, well, if you're from, the 80s, this picture might look familiar to you. You might know who this person is or cartoon is. Get this off the screen. So, oh, Come on, pop-ups. So you may be familiar with Roger Rabbit. So the question is, and let me update my banner. There you go. Jessica Rabbit. Is Jessica Rabbit a rabbit, or is Jessica Rabbit a woman? So there's some people that say she's a rabbit, but is she's Roger Rabbit's wife. So Jessica Rabbit, Roger Rabbit, Rabbit is his last name. If she married Roger Rabbit and her name is Jessica whatever, now she's Jessica Rabbit. But are you saying Jessica Rabbit like Jessica the Rabbit, or are you saying Jessica Rabbit, Mrs. Rabbit? I don't know. Drop in the comments. Is Jessica Rabbit a woman? I mean, if you look at her anatomy, I mean, she's clearly drawn as a woman. There's no bunny ears. She's has women features. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you thought she was a rabbit or not, but Jessica Rabbit is just her name. Hate to burst your bubble. So earlier, just a short time ago, I talked about uh, the state of the world, preparedness for heaven or heavenly hellish lifestyle, and I want to talk about the state of an economy. So when you think about the economy, or something that's economical, like an economy stay hotel or economy bargain when you're shopping, great value. Usually, when you go to an economy hotel, it's budget friendly. You have lower quality everything. You know, the sheets are lower quality, bath tissues lower quality. The area that you're in might be of a lower quality. Everything's low quality, and that's become the norm when you think economy. But does that really tell us the true state of the economy? Because why should the economy class be lower class? If the economy class is upscale, then how upscale is really the upscale? That's the question. How rich is the economy if the actual economy things that are labeled economy are such a poor quality? So then when you start thinking about the value of an American dollar, you start thinking about all the debt, and you start thinking about all the bubbles and everything. Credit, the credit bubble, everything's on credit. This credit system that really you can't solve. Is there like a hidden message when they say economy stay and everything's poor quality? What if you went to a country and economy stay was better than your country's economy stay? Everything was the bar was set at high class. That's the economy stay. That's the norm. Now you're talking about a economy. Thank y'all for watching today. This has been Talks and Chat.